Kirti Upadhyaya and I work as the Assistant Curator for O Open House. O is a non-profit arts organisation in Singapore and we tell alternative stories of Singapore through art. O brings art out to everyday spaces across Singapore. We generally bring site-specific art that tells stories about neighbourhoods or unexpected pockets of public space. We've brought our signature program, which is the Art Walk, where a volunteer takes you on a guided tour of a neighbourhood in Singapore to places like Emerald Hill, Marine Parade or even Joo Chiat. One of the things that differentiates public art from art in the museums and gallery spaces is that it's in the city, it's everywhere. You can stumble into it as you're walking around. One of my favorite places to discover public art is actually on MRT stations, hidden pockets of it. You can see a new piece every time you get off at a new station. One of the other things you might notice about it is that in terms of materials, they are extremely different. They literally have to exist outside, be able to withstand the weather, the rain, so they might be made of something a bit more solid, a bit more permanent. One of the things I love about public art is also that it has the ability to be site-specific, which is it's either relevant to the space it's in or can tell you something new about it. And this means that every time you look at a space and there's an artwork there, you might notice something new, different or fun about it that you haven't seen before. Honestly, as long as you're walking in the city centre or in heritage sites like Kampung Glam, Little India or Chinatown, look around you, you'll find a sculpture or a mural or a painting, just something that's public and an artwork. Yeah. This is Fernando Botero's bird. It's literally a giant bird and it's sat right here on the edge of Singapore River. It's a very interesting work because people react to it in quite different ways. Some people just go up to it and comment on its size, its volume, its weight, so it's incredibly heavy looking, quite majestic because it's bigger than all of us. But it also kind of makes you wonder, why is there a bird at the edge of the river, apart from of course being a natural sight we see every day. One of the things about this bird is that it's meant to represent peace and prosperity. This is a sculpture by the artist Patrone, who is one of Singapore's pioneering sculptors. It was made in the year 2000 and it features 5 boys, one of whom is all the way at the bottom jumping into the river. It captures a memory that Patrone used to see along Singapore River of kids jumping in and playing and swimming in the water, something that we don't really see much of anymore today. So it kind of takes us back to a different time in Singapore when the river was a bustling source of life, but in a very different way from what it's like today. One of the things I really love about this piece is that you can kind of see every detail on the children's face. The closer you get, you can kind of see how happy and joyful they are jumping into the river. And it's a very dynamic piece of work, which is quite different from some of the more solid kind of structures that you see as you walk along the road and try and look out for public art. So there's a lot of a relationship between all of the kids. It kind of makes you sensitive of the space and the way they might have journeyed and jumped into the river. So it's a really wonderful piece of work to spend time with.